let's get into some some fantasy football live, some offensive fantasy football live. Kind of my bit I'm throwing in there is Jared's little rants, if you will. So let's talk about some shit Phil's talking about on Twitter about Matthew Berry. I mean, he got like a book out. He better be good. But you got to think about who's on our league. I don't think Matthew Berry can beat Scott in our league. He's always talking about this. Who's hurt? Who's not going to Stephon Bell? He can't even figure out who's even put in the top 3 running backs in this season. He'll have 17 different ones. He has his probables. Probably won't even play his probables until week 3 because they were hurt in week 1. I mean, Matthew Berry, come on. Who's this guy think he is? From the 010, something like that? Has his own talk show? Well, I'd like to see what he ranks. I've always thought about those talk show people. Whose league do they play in, and is it as competitive as what we have? I know we have some pretty decent teams and some great players that make some moves, know the background of why we're picking up that third string running back that kind of started playing at the end of the year when won us the championship in the freaking playoff run. So I don't think he could do very well in ours. I think he would just sign autographs for Scott and Glenn because they want their autographs because they're stupid. And then Trenton's in enough trouble. He'll probably bitch about late round sleeper that Matthew Berry picks up and beats him in week 3 because he scores 3 touchdowns because he knew he was playing on turf in the sunshine on a Tuesday with the temperature at 84 degrees for the majority of the game. I think he might have those kind of stats to pull out of his ass, but when it all comes down to it, do you have a Super Bowl win? Do you have those playoff runs that keep you in there? I don't think he would make the playoffs. I think he may make a wild card, kick out Phil because Phil makes a wild card quite a bit. But I don't think he'll be 10-3 or you may pull a Bo Davis and go 13-1 or 12-1 and then lose the first game in the playoffs. I think that's what Matthew Berry would do in our league. So yeah, that's kind of what I have on Matthew Berry and Phil's little Twitter call out for him. And like I was saying earlier, I want to see what those guys that do this for a living that are on XM Radio that write stories and ESPN and the editors and the stat guys, Stephon Bell, and all of them, that know the ins and outs of every player. They're on the sidelines. They're knowing about this. Shoot, we could get, who is it? MJD always has a fantasy football team. I think he had like 2 or 3 years ago, he had some shows about it and stuff. It'd be fun to have some of those guys in there that you can't pick up yourself, but you got to play your worst team or the team playing defense against your crappy old line this week and lose, but you still get points for their defense. Stupid shit like that. I think it'd be kind of cool. Right now, it's just a bunch of idiots talking shit on offensive fantasy football live YouTube channels, and Christopher Walken giving us the play-by-play out on the golf course, and having his pudgy belly in the garage while his dog Thursday barks the entire damn time. Shut the hell up, Thursday. So yeah, that's what I have for this afternoon's rant is fuck Matthew Berry, fuck Phil's rankings because I'm number 1, bitches, number 1. And I hope y'all come to donate your money because I'm taking it home this year. Peace.